Ciao, what's up everybody? Alright, finally we have some good news about the visa situation. Immediately after the Prime Minister, a day later, the Minister of Public Security wants to add an amendment to the plan and do a 90-day e-visa. So I think this is the route I would take. And I think this is the most likely scenario that's going to happen out of all the stuff I've been talking about. It makes the most logistic sense. Offer a 90-day visa, multiple entry. So a 90-day visa for most of the countries for a multiple entry like it was pre-COVID. People have got something in their head where they don't think Vietnam wants people to come here. That's not really true. You just have to understand the way that they do their politics is different than our countries. It's really as simple as that. There's nothing we can do about it. But from what I'm seeing and how much it's getting written about and how many ministers and prime ministers and yada 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 are talking about it and really want to change, I think the most sensible one and the easiest one to just put forward is do like a 90-day e-visa. You know, it's proven that they can do the e-visa now through the digital platform. You used to have to, for the longer term visas, if I remember right, you'd have to go through the embassy and stuff, and it would take a little bit of time. But now, you know, they should expedite visa systems quicker on their online portal. It should only take a day instead of the 2 to 3 to 4 days it takes now. Hey guys. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about that. So we'll see if the change comes. Hopefully it does. I think it's really good news. You know, I'll read the whole article for you. But I think, honestly, I think this will probably happen pretty quickly, within a couple months. And that's going to make life a whole lot easier for people that already are living here on the 30-day e-visa. Wouldn't it be so much easier to just get 90 days? So, I mean, as I talked about in this last visa video, it's exactly how it was before. Even if you had a 1 year, you had to leave the country every 90 days. It was as simple as that. So I don't see much of a difference between the 90-day to the 1 year. Seeing as, you know, Vietnam lets you just infinitely redo these things. The Minister of Public Security has proposed prolonging the duration of e-visas granted to the foreigners entering Vietnam from 30 days to a maximum of 3 months to help tourism recover. The e-visa will be valid for single entry or multiple entries according to a draft amendment to the law of entry, exit, transit, residents of foreigners in Vietnam, for which the ministry is preparing to collect public opinion. Vietnam currently offers a 1-month single-entry e-visa to visitors from 80 countries, territories, including the U.S. and Australia. Under the draft, the ministry also suggested extending the duration of stay for tourists from countries enjoying 15-day visa exemptions to 30 days. Also, that would be so here's the best scenario and the more than likely scenario, in my opinion, that's going to happen now, is they are going to do a 30-day e-visa, probably, or a 30-day visa-free, like a 30-day visa exemption for probably a lot of countries, talking 100 plus countries, and then they're going to offer that 90-day e-visa for all the countries that they did before pre-COVID. That's really the likely scenario of what's going to happen. Do I have an exact timeline for you when that's going to happen? No. But the way it's being talked about and the way that their government is now understanding that they're failing with their current setup for tourism, they need to quickly pivot. And usually Vietnam's pretty good at seeing that. They should have seen earlier that their failure was already happening with the 30-day e-visa, but it is what it is. We can just be thankful that they're finally waking up, and it really sounds like there's going to be a change coming down the pipeline in the next month or two. Now visitors from some European countries, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam's top tourism markets, are permitted to stay in the country no more than 15 days without applying for a tourist visa. So they should also improve that, because like Koreans for some reason can take longer vacations from their jobs or can just randomly leave for 30 days. I've got quite a few Korean buddies that come here all the time and they just randomly leave and come here for a month at a time. I don't know how work works there, but you could be having some, I think the one guy's in IT. The ministry said that since Vietnam reopened its borders in March last year, the number of foreign tourists has remained low, prompting tourism industry insiders to urge visa relaxations to save the tourism industry. On Wednesday, Prime Minister blah 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 will waive visas for more countries, so what we already talked about in the last video, This year, Vietnam aims to receive 8 million foreign visitors. When there are finally visas for 3 months again, then we will definitely be back. The change in visas will make Vietnam extremely popular again with all foreign tourists. It would help a lot Vietnamese economy, the ones who love this country. Long overdue. So somewhere in here, somebody says that you know the agents are going to come back, but how would there be an agent be able to come back? The only agents that are still around now are selling a TRC for like $2,000 attached to a shill company, and that shill company is filing for a loss every year, so it's not paying taxes. It's super shady business that you don't want to get, you know, your hand caught in. Although I've known expats that have done this, I would advise against it every time. All it takes is that agent getting caught and then linking it back to you, because you will be attached to the shell company. You don't even know what the company is. They just say, hey, we're going to get you a blue TRC. It's $2,000. We'll have it to you in a month. So, I mean, I don't advise that at all. But there's no way for a visa agent to cheat the 90-day e-visa. You just leave the country and come back. And I don't know if there'll be a way. How could they interfere with the digital portal? So I think that commenter is incorrect, because if they keep it right and all through the digital portal, that essentially takes out all the visa scam agents, you know? That was really big business pre-COVID. And I think, you know, they used COVID as an opportunity to kind of purge those. And then that's more money made for Vietnam. So if they're smart, they'll follow through with this plan. It's a great idea. As we said in the other video, they'd be so much smarter to come up with a retirement visa for dudes over 50 proving income, to do some kind of nomad visa that's also some kind of fee, to do some kind of 5-year elite visa. I mean, they should be offering what their direct next door competitors should be. But then on the other hand, we have to remember that Vietnam is not a tourism country by trade. It is more of a manufacturing, becoming powerhouse of Samsung, Apple, and other big companies, Nike, Heineken. So lots of things get made here. A lot of money is made from that business, in contrast to Thailand, where theirs is tourism. So that'll really give you the perspective on what's going on. You can either like this video or not. I am going to shoot content on visa situation because people look to me for this content. So I just want to keep you updated that it's actually starting to look positive, as it was about 6 months ago. This is looking even more positive now. I really think, you know, I was pretty accurate with my timeline that there would be a change after Tet, and I think they're going to prove me right. And when I said a change after Tet, I meant months after Tet, because nothing happens here really right away. Or they like to make it seem like their own idea, and it wasn't recommended, and they came up with it like that. I think that's more so the case of a lot of the politics here. I've kind of been noticing since I've lived here. If you kind of get what I'm saying, let me know in the comment section if you understand what I mean. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do we got over here? Hold on. Oh. Thumbnail? Maybe. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the video. I'm shooting Patreon content tonight as well. So I'll be filming 3 Patreon videos tonight. So they'll be available for Patreon, 1 this weekend and 2 next week. So I'm really going hard on all fronts to provide really good content on Patreon, on YouTube, and be accommodating to what you guys need. So I appreciate you guys putting up with it, coming through this journey with me, and sticking with the channel, even though we have not been putting out as much content. We will tomorrow be going out and exploring. I will be shooting content outside of District 1 tomorrow. So I'll try to provide fresh content throughout the week and shoot like 10 videos tomorrow, so I'm pretty caught up for the whole weekday. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Stay frosty. As ever, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.